Union Public Service Commission UPSC established in 1/10/1926. The UPSC is a central agency that has great responsibility for conducting examinations pertaining to civil services, engineering services, defense services, and medical services. It also conducts economic services, statistical services, and police force examinations. The Union Public Service Commission of India was formed by the British government during the British rule. In 1924, Lee Commission had suggested in its report for the establishment of an independent PSA established in 1/10/1926. Article 315 to 323 of Indian Constitution as a provision for such an agency. According to Act 315 of the Constitution of India, there shall be permanent Union Public Service Commission for appointment to the various posts of the central government services. Similarly, as Act 318 of the Constitution of India also stated that the Union Public Service Commission will be constituted with a chairman and a fixed number of members. The number of such members and the term and conditions of their services is to be determined by the President of India. The President has such appointments, the chairman and other members of the Commission for a period of 6 years. The Commission consists of a chairman and 10 other members. They are appreciative to follow the rules mentioned in Union Public Service Commission Regulations 1969. All the members of the Commission are appointed by the President of India, with a list of the members being the civil servants with no less than 10 years of experience in central state services. The Constitution of India has also espoused certain measures to guarantee the neutrality and fairness of the UPSC. The Secretariat of UPSC is led by a secretary, 2 additional secretaries, joint secretaries, and deputy secretaries. Every member can hold office for 6 years or till the time he attains the age of 65 years. Whichever is earlier, a member can submit his resignation at any time to the President of India. On the other side, the President can eliminate him on the basis of misbehavior. The UPSC submits a report of its work to the Constitution of India have categorically itemized the functions of the Union Public Service Commission. President annually, the report is then tabled in both houses of Parliament for discussion. The President places a memorandum in relation to the cases where the Commission's recommendation were not accepted. The memorandum elucidated the reasons for non-acceptance. Functions of Union Public Service Commission. The chairman of the Union Public Service Commission has not been authorized to take any office or profit under the central or any of the state government's affairs. Its retirement from service as chairman. Furthermore, before the expiry of their term of services, the executive cannot remove the chairman or any of the members of the commission from their services. They can be removed only through the means stipulated in the Constitution. Apart from this, once these members are appointed, the terms and conditions of their services cannot be changed. Article 322 announces that the remuneration and allowances of these members include the chairman will be considered as expenditure charged upon the Consolidated Fund of India, which means that their salaries and allowances are not subjected to the approval of the Parliament. The duties of Union Public Service Commission. Commission will be to conduct examinations for appointment to the services of the Union, Article 320. For most functions of Union Public Service Commission is to advocate for appointment in administrative services. The meritorious and potential young men and women, after selecting them through all India competitive examinations. Another function of UPSC is to assist them in forming and operating schemes joint recruitment for any service for which candidates possessing special qualification. Union Public Service Commission advises the President on all matters relating to methods of recruitment to civil services and for civil posts. Principles to be followed in making appointments to civil services and posts and in making promotions and transfers from the service to another and on the suitability of candidates for such appointments, promotions or transfers. Next function is to look at all disciplinary matters affecting a person serving under the Government of India. Or the government of a state in a civil capacity, including memorials or petitions relating to such matters. Other functions of UPSC. The conduct examinations for appointment to the service of the Union and conduct interviews of direct recruitment for direct recruitment, to advise on any matter referred to them and on any matter which the President may refer to the appropriate commission. To exercise such additional functions as may be provided by an Act of Parliament regarding the services of the Union and also with respect to the service of any local authority constituted by law. It shall be the duty of the Union Public Service Commission, if requested by any two or more states, to assist those states in framing and operating schemes for joint recruitment for any services. It is generally compulsory for the Government of India to consult the Union Public Service Commission in respect of all the above matters. Nevertheless, the President has the power to make rules specifying the matters in which, either generally or in particular circumstances, the Commission may not be consulted. Under the Union Public Service Commission regulations formed by the President in 1958, it is not obligatory for the President to consult the UPSC in the following cases. Posts in respect of which the authority of appointment has specifically been conferred by the Constitution in the President. Chairman of members of any board, tribunal, commission, committee or any other similar authority created under a statute or under the authority of the resolution of either houses of the Parliament or by the resolution of the Government of India for conducting an inquiry into any matter or advising the government specified matters. Posts concerned with the administration of North East Frontier Agency and any service or post in respect of which the Commission has agreed that it is not necessary for it to be consulted. The temporary and officiating appointments can also be made without consulting the UPSC, provided the incumbent is not likely to hold the post for more than a year. But intimation has to be sent to the Commission regarding such appointment as soon as the posts are filled. Similarly, is no need to make any reference to the Commission regarding the reservation of posts in favor of backward classes, scheduled castes, scheduled tribes. Constitutional give provisions to independent and impartial function of the UPSC. The chairman or a member of the UPSC can be removed from office by the president only in the manner and on the grounds mentioned in the Constitution. The condition of service of the chairman or a member, though determined by the president, cannot be varied his disadvantage after his appointment. The entire expenses, including the salaries, allowances, and pensions of the chairman and member of the UPSC, are charged on the Consolidated Fund of India and are not subject to the vote of Parliament. The chairman of the UPSC, on ceasing to hold office, is not eligible for further employment in Government of India or any state. A member of the UPSC is eligible for appointment as the chairman of UPSC or a state public service commission, but not for any other employment in the Government of India or any state. The chairman or a member of UPSC is not eligible for reappointment to that office for a second term. Thank you. Powers of UPSC. Advisory power. It can give advice to the president and the governors of any state of the following affairs on all matters related with the appointment of the civil services of the governments, the evolution of the standard and efficiency of the candidates for appointment, promotion or transfer in civil posts, on all matters regarding the discipline and punctuality of the employees of All India Service. Affairs associated with the demands and benefits of employees working under the All India Services and injured while on duty, whether the payment or expenditure for any work of an employee of All India Civil Services will be borne by the Consolidated Fund by India. Regarding discipline and promptness in government functions of paying compensation to a government employee if he suffered any problem or financial loss due to the negligence on the part of the government, matters related with the punishment measures of those employees who have violated discipline or of all matters related with the interest of the government employees working under the central government. In brief, the UPSC is the central recruitment agency in India. It is sovereign constitutional body being directly created by the Constitution of India.